Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning to the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, Revenge of the Sith. Look. You might be wondering why I said Revenge of the Sith, right? Or Revenge of the Fallen. This man, Stephen A, man, he has continued his assault on the name of Lamar Jackson, and he has no shame about it. And so much so that he ends up going at Cam Newton for picking Lamar being the most important player in this game. Now, earlier I specifically said if you take Lamar Jackson away, because he's the quarterback, the second best player, the most important player would probably be Kyle Hamilton, right? Because the run game is going to be the run game with Derrick Henry, but once again, they might try to do whatever it is to stop the run game. And then that's going to be on Lamar to make all the passes, all the reads, everything. So it could more come down to Kyle Hamilton. But first, it's Lamar. So what I'm doing, I'm going to play exactly what Cam Newton said. And then you're going to hear what Stephen A had to say to rebuttal. Because he definitely sure rebutted. Because he was throwing salt. All right, so without further ado, let's see what this man had to say from his rebound statement previously against Lamar Jackson.
We've seen what we've seen from the Ravens, and it is what it is. I think the amount of disrespect that's shown in this take, and we're not mentioning the Lamar Jackson. As long as Lamar Jackson is on your team, as long as Lamar Jackson is on this football field, as long as Lamar Jackson is playing, he is the most important person on the team, in the game, because he has that can just make a whole stadium jaw drop. And I'm saying to myself, I'm like, okay, Kyle Hamilton, that's cool. George Pickens, C1N prospect, I respect him. I know what he's about. But still, that's cool. The person that's going to dictate all that tempo, all the rolling of the current is Lamar Jackson. So Lamar Jackson has the pulse of the whole game in his hands. So take that. However you want to take it, Steve.
All right, let me take it. I'm gonna take it exactly how I want to take it. You know, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. All right, so we need to mention Lamar Jackson. Okay, fine. I give you that, Cam. Could you say why? Because you left out the most important reason why, Cam, okay? That is because he's 1-3 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's why. Just like he's 1-5 against Patrick Mahomes. That would be what would make him the most important player against the Kansas City Chiefs because of how he performs against them. Did you notice that, Cam? I gave this yesterday. RC, y'all know this too. Against the Steelers, he's 1-3, Lamar Jackson. Against the Kansas City Chiefs, specifically Patrick Mahomes, he's 1-5. Against everybody else in the NFL, the brother's 65-18. He's won 78% of his games. He's got 2 Achilles heels: the Chiefs and the fellas that he's playing this weekend. So Cam, if you want to bring him up, that's fine. But
it's familiarity.
Why you left that out? Why you left that out? That's
Listen. You see how he goes to everything negative? And this is hilarious to me because, once again, I have to cover this, right? So let's cover it. He said that Pittsburgh is Lamar Jackson's Achilles heel. When has he seen Pittsburgh in the playoffs? Most of the times that the Ravens got to play them at the end of the season, and the Ravens have already wrapped up the AFC North and the entire AFC. Yeah. Let's call a spade a spade. How many playoff wins has the Steelers won since 2015? Huh? Isn't it 1? If I'm not mistaken. So what is this we're scared of? And how is him playing the Steelers have to do with him playing Kansas City? What you try to do is you try to draw correlations. Let me break this down enough for Mr. Headline all the way back to Montana lines. You know that all of the hate, all of the usual rebuttals that you've had for Lamar have become mute. They become useless. Because it's not like Lamar's top 5. He's top 2, if not number 1, in most of the passing statistics. At least the ones that all the fans notice. And all the analytical guys, he's number 1 in those stats. So what happens is you have to figure out another way to hate on him. So what you do now is you make every week a must-win week for him. It's not a must-win week for Goff. It's not a must-win week for Josh Allen. Must-win week for who else? Herbert, Lawrence, Tua, heck, Burrow. You know what's funny? And this is what I'm trying to tell you when you know how somebody is just a hater. The excuse that he gave for the Bengals losing to the Ravens was the Bengals' bad defense. Oh, imagine that! He said, Joe Burrow did, but you gotta look at his bad defense. And it's like, Lamar's playing with the worst defense. Not a bad defense, the worst. But you're not bringing that up. See what I'm trying to say? Leaving out important tidbits. And look, I get it, right? He's a troll. His job is to incite the masses to view, click, share, whatever. Does a good job at it. But make no mistake about it, he has a personal vendetta against our team and Lamar Jackson. 1, because he's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, which we all know. And 2, because he absolutely hates everything Lamar Jackson stands for. And he puts it on full show. He'll defend. If you've ever seen somebody defend the best quarterbacks in the league, it's been him. If you're top 10, he'll sing your praises to die come. But you notice how with him, he's discounted Lamar Jackson every single MVP, every statistic, every win. He has a losing record against us, so this means everything. They're his Achilles heel. If they're his Achilles heel, how has he led the AFC in wins twice? On pace to do it 3 times if he didn't get hurt that season. Why don't you point out the only time the Bengals make the playoffs is if Lamar Jackson's hurt? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. But it doesn't get brought up. It doesn't. That's what I'm trying to say. These guys are so... Bro, and shout out to Cam Newton. Because Cam understands exactly what he's going through because he went through a lot of it. A lot of it. With the hate, the maligned viewpoints against him, his character, everything about him bothers them. Like it's Lamar, but turn up the volume. Like, personally with me, I'm going to let y'all know Saturday night what my predictions are going to be. I don't think this game is going to be relatively close, to tell you the truth. I think Lamar is going to put his foot down their throats. I think he's going to get pissed. He's going to make an example of them. After he makes an example of them, I want every single one of you to watch how Stephen A pivots. Watch his drop step. His pivot game is so good, he put Hakeem Olajuwon on the shame. Man, pivoted. Ha. Never picking up that left foot. Never. Tim Duncan would be proud. It's crazy. Listen, and as a Raven fan, it makes it even more toxic because they hate us as a team. So we have the most hated player and one of the top 2 or 3 hated teams in the entire NFL, and we have to just watch as usually everything we do gets crushed. Crushed. Mind you, I don't care. It is what it is. We have to cover it. But make no mistake about it. I think that the Ravens are going to absolutely blow out the Steelers personally. I'm going to give you my score predictions tomorrow afternoon. But I'm telling you right now, I think the Ravens absolutely stick their foots down their throats and makes an example out of them. And I'm telling you, after they make an example, I think they beat them by more than 2 touchdowns. I think they beat them by almost 20 points. I could see the Ravens win by 24 points, personally. But we're going to get to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Stephen A always trying to throw shade and stuff like that because he's a hater. But what do you guys think? Are you tired of this man bringing up our team? Are you tired of this man bringing up Lamar Jackson? Are you tired of even hearing his voice? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, please. All right? But as always, this is an episode of The Wonder Kind Show. Thank you for watching. Y'all know how we get down. We have fun and we laugh. But everything we talk about, we're doing what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. You know I love the comments. And if you've not done so already, check out The Wonder Kind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you'd like to donate to this channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This your host, Hunter, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.